Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I got the 17 Kia Forte next to me, and I'm going to show you guys how to do a very simple repair. Alright guys, so let's say you're pulling into a parking spot and you brush your car against something and you get these little marks all over it. You must be wondering, is this fixable? Do I have to repaint the car? Well, by the looks of this, looking at it, I don't see any black through the scratches. There's no black showing, which would mean that you're down to the plastic of the bumper, and that would be bad, meaning repaint or some touch-up paint. But this right here, if it's a little bit of a brownish color, maybe like a little peel like that, that is clear coat damage, and that is a very, very, very easy thing to repair. Probably only costs about $5, maybe $5-10 to fix this, and you can all do it from the comfort of your driveway or garage. So let me show you the tools you need. Let's get to it. You can either use your degreaser to clean the surface so you can get it ready for the next stage, or you could just use some car soap and water. Since I have it, I will use degreaser since it's recommended. I just recommend this a lot better. So you set this aside. Then, next thing you need, shop towels. I recommend shop towels, not Bounty, none of that stuff. Shop towels because this stuff doesn't drop any lint, or as much lint when it gets wet at least. Then the last and most final step, buffing compound. So you can either use this one or you could use this one. I rather use this one. And then so you put this to the side now. And this is just a little bonus step. If you want, you obviously want it to look like it never happened. So you want it to have that nice factory shine. So the next tool you're going to be getting to use, turtle wax, wax and dry spray wax. This is going to give it that shine. So these are all the things that you need to use. So guys, get a good look at all these things. You only need these 4 things. So get a good look at all of them, and let's get this repair done. Okay guys, so here's the damage right over here. So you're going to start by grabbing your shop towels, getting them in your hand. I recommend, getting it nice and folded up into a nice little square. Just easier to hold in your hand, like that. So then you take some of this and you spray it on the towel, not on the car, because you don't want the degreaser getting into these cracks, because then this over here will turn white and, it's just the extra mess to clean up. So put it in here, rub it up through your towel like this a little bit to get it all in the towel. Just get it mostly in the towel, and then you come here and you wipe off the surface. And degreaser evaporates pretty quickly if it's not in giant globs. So now the surface is clean. Next, you grab a different towel or you flip it over. I'm going to flip mine over. And you grab your compound. Give it a good shake. You fold up your pad again, your towel, and you apply some compound here. And if you do end up getting some degreaser in here, not that big of a deal, because I just did remember that you're definitely going to be getting some compound in there. I like to get some compound on the actual vehicle too, just to work it in, so I do it like that. And I have some on my cloth too, so I just come here and I'm going to work it into the paint. Do it in circular motions, you get the best work. See, like I said, you're going to be getting into that crack. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to have to deal with cleaning that. So, you keep working that polish into that paint. Make sure you use up all that polish. That's money right there. Just use it since you got it. It'll look better. Look at that. Looking better already. You can't even tell it's there. But you're going to keep wanting to just buff it in there maybe until you feel satisfied. I'm pretty satisfied right now. There's a few light scratches, but then you grab a brand new towel and you just buff it off, buff the polish off with the dry one. Then after you get it all rubbed in, look at that, it's looking better already. Can't even tell it's there. The first scratch that was up here, completely gone. There's a little nick still right there, a little scratch right here with a few little nicks. Other than that, the scratches, the giant ones, are gone. So I'm gonna keep working the polish into the paint, and we're gonna see the after results. So I'm gonna get some right there, get that nick right there, and anything that I might be missing. Get some on this pad right here, like that. And I'm gonna work this in. I'm gonna set you guys up on time lapse, and I'm just gonna repeat this about 2 more times, and then we'll check back in the results. Alright guys, so a couple more compound passes later, this thing is looking like glass. This thing is super shiny. You can't even tell any scuff marks were there. Like, look at this reflection. You see that? It's so smooth. You can't even tell. So you might be thinking now, how do I get this stuff out of the cracks over here? What I'd recommend using for that is just some soap and some car soap and water. So just blast it in. And you aim directly in that crack and just blast it all out. If you prefer, you could use a garden hose too. So then after you get that in there, you just take your little towel, or you could even use a detail brush, and you just squeegee the rest of it out. And then you wipe it, and boom. So you got all of it out the crack now. If you want, or later, you could blast it out with water just to get that final bit of it out. I recommend doing it the same day, or else it will harden in there. It would be still able to come out, but it would be a lot harder. You possibly might even have to take off the bumper. So you just, give it a final wipe down. Grab a new towel. Don't reuse any other old one, because you are applying wax now. So you fold it up like this, and this time you spray it directly on the car. Just let that wax work in now. Just let it sit there for about 30 seconds. And this stuff right here, if you're going to be using it, just remember, it smells amazing. You probably thought I was going to say awful, but it smells amazing. It smells like cream. It's so good. So just let it sit here for a little bit. Let it drizzle down. Alright, so after you let it sit for a little bit, you just come with your paper towel and basically act like it's the polish. You just buff it back in there. Buff it into the paint. It will cure most of the imperfections and scratches. It'll definitely, the main purpose of it is to make the paint shine even more back to factory condition, restore that gloss that was all taken off, clear coat that came off. It's meant to restore it. And boom, check out that finish. It is so reflective. Look at that. You could just see me waving. That is some real good stuff right there. Let's get a before and after. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope this helped you guys get some scratches out of your car. And stay tuned to watch me fix these scratches right here in the back. They're not going to get perfect because that paint is gone right there. The paint's gone right there. There's a crack right there. So it won't be perfect, but it's going to look a lot better. So if you guys want to see me fix this, just stay tuned.